Hello family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Lynn, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. On today's episode, we are mainly going to learn about making tamarind juice. Yeah, these fruits are in season right now in Nairobi. There's so many in the streets of Nairobi, and they go only $1 or 50 shillings, Kenyan shillings. So you can get them easily, and let's try this recipe at home. You'll enjoy the juice, and they have a lot of nutritional value, which we're going to learn throughout this episode. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and watch till the end. To begin with, some of the benefits of tamarind include our ingredients for today are tamarind. We have water, we have some sugar and honey, yeah, plus some sieve, spoon and a spoon. You'll need a sieve and a spoon. So we have two methods of mainly doing this. The first method is what I've done here. You take tamarind seeds or fruit, put them in a bowl, add some water to them, or to eat like this, the way I'm doing, until they're fully submerged in the water, and then you leave them to rest overnight. Tomorrow when you wake up, you'll find them a little bit soggy, so the brown paste on them will come out easily, and that's what we need to make the juice. Yeah, you can soak them overnight. So these ones were soaked overnight, and you'll remove the pulp using your fingers. And the second method mainly involves taking the tamarind, putting them in the cooking pan, and adding water to them for them to boil so that the pulp can come out. And remember, we are making tamarind juice. So as we said earlier, we have two methods. The first method is by soaking them in water, as you can see in the bowl, overnight or for a given period, so that the pulp can soak well and it can come out. In this first process, you can use your hands to remove the pulp if it settles well with you. With me, it doesn't settle well with me mentally. So if you can't use that method, your hands, you can put the mixture in a blender like this and use the lowest pressure possible to remove the pulp from the seeds. And the second method that we are going to use today is so the first method, basically, let me show you how you can use this if you don't use your hands. So in this first method, we are going to take our pulp, our soaked pulp. These ones were soaked overnight so that you can get the maximum pulp removed. You see, they're just coming out. I said at this point, you can use your fingers to remove the pulp from the seeds. For me, this method of using hands doesn't settle well with me mentally. It's like mtu ananawa kwa juice, so it doesn't work well with me. So I'll use the spoon or a mwiko to remove the pulp from the seeds using a sieve. We'll do that 2 or 3 times until we get the maximum pulp from these seeds. So we are going to take our jar, put the sieve, and pour in like that. Like that, and then remove as much pulp as we can through the sieve. This is the point where you can still use your fingers to remove the pulp while still in the bowl, which I don't want to do. Or as well, you can use the blender, which we are not using today, but at the lowest point. You take this mixture, pour in the blender at the lowest point, to ensure they are crushed, but not to the maximum, to remove the seeds, to crush the seeds as well. So this is the process. Kiswahili we call it ukwaju. Ukwaju juice. This is how it's made. In English we call it tamarind. You can add more water according to the thickness you want. I think this is just okay with me. So at this point, once you are done removing, filtering or sieving to get your juice, you can use sugar or honey, the one that works best with you. So you add your sugar or honey to the mixture and let it mix according to your preference. You can as well put the mixture in the blender and blend it for a while so that the sugar can mix so well with the juice. So that is our first method. Second method involves taking the pulp, putting some water into it while it's in the pan and adding some water to it and then letting it come to boil for a while. So let's see how the second method is done. And remember, both have their advantages and disadvantages. Like through the first method, you'll be able to get the maximum nutrients from the juice because there's no heat involved. With the second method, some nutrients will be lost because there's heat involved. So let me show you what you can do through the second method. So in the second method, we are going to take our pulp, our tamarind, pour them in the sufuria like that, while the heat is on, like that, and then add water. This is another way of removing the pulp from the juice. Add water and let it come to boil. You can as well add your sugar at this point and let it come to boil with the water so that it can mix properly. Remember, this one is according to your preference or according to the quantity of juice you're making. Ensure you cover it and let it come to boil. This can take like 5 to 10 minutes. So that's it. We give it time to boil and we'll show you after a while how it looks like. It's almost coming to boil, guys. So we'll just give it a few minutes and then we'll sieve the contents and obtain our juice from it. Here's our juice. If you have it leaky, you can also add to it. If you prefer ginger, you can also add. It's ready. As you can see, the pulp is all out. If you don't prefer the other one where you use your hands to remove the pulp, you can use the boiling method. So we are going to sieve it and let it cool. So let's sieve the juice. You sieve it just the way I'm doing it. Sorry for the spills. So this is our final juice. We'll leave it to rest for a while so that it can cool. So once it has cooled down, we are going to add some ice cubes and you're done. You enjoy your juice. Or remember, at this point you can still add sugar to your drink if at all you didn't bring it to boil with the pulp initially. A very easy process, guys. These fruits are in plenty right now in the streets. Go grab yours and try this recipe at home. So this is our final juice. We are going to pour it and then add some chilled ice cubes and then that will be it. You can consume it anytime if you want. If you have ice cubes, you don't need to put it in the refrigerator, but if you don't have ice cubes, you can let it chill in the refrigerator and have it. So our juice is ready. We serve it. that difference. The way I am doing, you can enjoy your juice, your fresh juice at home like that. So that's our final juice with some chilled ice cubes. You can serve it like that and enjoy it at home the way I've just served it. Until next time, see you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.